Hello there, this is New Age Classic Gamer here, and welcome to my first ever video game pickups video. So, the way this is going to work is I show off the games that I bought recently. There should hopefully be gameplay in one corner and the pricing, like how much I paid for it, how much it's worth in the other, just in case you're curious about that stuff. However, there's probably going to be a few games which I can't get the gameplay on because they're handheld games, and handheld gaming is really difficult to record sometimes, especially the new ones. So, anyway, let's get started here with the first game, Sonic 3D Blast. You see, I have it on Mega Collection for the GameCube, but I didn't have the Genesis version, and I decided to pick it up. I haven't actually played this version because I haven't had my Genesis hooked up to my TV, so I need to get around to doing that. But basically, it's an isometric platformer. It's not the best Sonic game out there, but it's not the worst. The music's great, so there's something. And next game is Sonic Spinball, also for Genesis. I also need this game to finish my Sonic collection out for Genesis, so I picked it up. And it's pinball with Sonic. It's kind of difficult to control sometimes, and I found it to be really difficult. But, you know, some people find it rather easy, so it's all opinion-based. And that's about it for Genesis. Next up, we're going to the only PSP game that I bought, Star Ocean First Departure. Yes. It doesn't have the case, which really bugs me, but I saw Cal's Crazy on watching his LP pretty much religiously on that one, and, well, all of them for that matter. But anyway, I saw it and I had to get this game, but they didn't have it with the case in the manual, and that bugged me. But I was like, I'm going to want to play this game. So I bought it. And it's a really good RPG. It's got a lot of dialogue, a lot of story, and it's really engaging. So far, I'm really loving it. And we're on to the PS2 games. First one is Soul Calibur 3. Now, I'm not really a huge fan of Soul Calibur, but I played the second one and I really enjoyed it. So I decided to pick up this one, and I found it to be brutally difficult. Maybe it's just because I suck at fighters, which is true, but I just found this game to be really difficult. And there's a couple different modes. There's a story mode, which is like this weird tactical RPG sort of thing, and then you have the kind of arcade mode with the different characters, and overall it's pretty fun because you get to use a bunch of weapons, but it's brutally difficult, at least from my experience. And next game is Super Bust-A-Move with its horrifying case. It just creeps me out, this case. And it's Bust-A-Move. It's really, there's not much more to say about it. It's just Bust-A-Move. It's not that great. It's fun to kill some time, I guess. And onto GameCube with Pokemon Colosseum. Now, I've personally played XD more than this, because I haven't actually finished this one. I've finished XD, but it's pretty good, but it doesn't feel like the handheld Pokemon games. It doesn't feel like it has that, I don't know. It's kind of lost something because you can't capture Pokemon in the wild. You have to capture them from other opponents. So it's kind of weird. It deals with Shadow Pokemon, tries to have a good story. It's okay. I'd recommend it. And next up is Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, which, I've only played a little bit of this game, so I probably don't have a full opinion on it, but from what I've played, it's not very fun. I mean, the art style is good, I like the art style and everything, but I don't know, the gameplay just didn't invoke me at all. It didn't do anything for me. But maybe if I gave it some more time, it would get better, but as it stands right now, not really a big fan of it. And next we're moving on to handhelds with Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Crystal. You see, I already had Crystal as a kid, so that was no big deal. This one I already had. But I wanted to get Gold because I've always wanted this one when I was a kid, before I got Crystal. So I wanted to play through these. I checked them. This one has a battery problem, which means it can't save your game. This one has a battery that works. So I have 2 copies of Crystal that work and 1 of Gold that does work, but I can't save. So that made me very sad because I really wanted to play through Gold. But I guess I have another copy of Crystal that saves, so can't really complain a whole lot. And next up is Pokemon Trading Card Game for Game Boy. Now, I've played a little bit of this, so it's not a full opinion, but I enjoyed what I played. I like the sprites. They look a lot like the originals from, you know, Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Crystal, whatever. And it's pretty accurate to the actual card game, at least it was. I'm not sure how much it changed because I haven't played the game in years. Like, the card game, not this. I played this recently. But yeah, I felt it to be pretty accurate, and so far I'm enjoying it, so pretty good. And next up is a kind of twofold thing. This, I purchased a Game Boy Advance. This is the, I think, a Pearl White, or just White, I'm not sure. But, yeah, it actually has the battery cover, which is nice, because most don't have that. And why would I buy one when I already have a silver one? Well, you didn't know that, but I have a silver one. Well, it's because, as a kid, I had the white one, and I played it to death. Like, I played this Game Boy Advance so much. Eventually, it just died on me. No amount of new batteries could save it, which made me sad. So when I saw this, I had to pick it up. I couldn't let nostalgia not get me. And along with that came 2 games which I have not played either of yet. Namco Museum, which I believe I have the 50th anniversary version or something like that. And Monsters, Inc. So, not the greatest games, but, you know, I bought it for the Game Boy Advance. Especially for the price, I couldn't really argue with that. And we're on to the last sets of games here. First for DS, Kingdom Hearts Recoded. Now, this was the only Kingdom Hearts game I had not played. And when I saw it for a good enough price, I picked it up, and I was actually really disappointed in it. It made me sad because the gameplay is fun, but the story is boring. It doesn't engage me at all. So, I mean, if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, you gotta pick it up eventually just so you can get the entire story, but ultimately, the only thing that's worthwhile is the ending of the game, so yeah. And on to 3DS games, first one being Rayman 3D. Now, I wanted this game for a long time, like ever since I got my 3DS, just because I wanted a platformer. And I finally picked it up for the right price, and it's not the best platformer out there, but it's something fun you can enjoy once in a while. I mean, it feels like it's a 10-year-old game, which it's obvious it is because it's just a port of Rayman 2. But this is actually the first time I've ever played Rayman 2, but the camera doesn't work with you all the time. I don't want to say the graphics make the game, but the graphics don't look the best. And overall, I mean, it's fun, but it's not the greatest thing out there. And the last game of the bunch is Kid Icarus Uprising. Now, I freaking love this game. This made buying a 3DS completely 100% worthwhile. Like, this is the best game on 3DS right now, in my opinion. But it's weird, though, because the control scheme is awkward because you have to control Pit with the analog stick, and then you have to, like, aim with the stylus. And it gets kind of weird when you're in ground battles, but overall, if you can get past that, the story's good, the controls, while, like, confusing to get used to, are decent once you get the hang of it, and gameplay is freaking fun, so it's really a win-win if you want to get a good 3DS game. Pick up this. So, yeah. That would be it for video game pickups. That's not a whole lot of games, but it's a fair amount. So, until next time, this is New Age Classic Gamer signing off. Hope you enjoyed this. Take care.